read for LibriVox.org by Son of the Exiles. Eureka. Roll up, Eureka's heroes, on that grand old rush afar, for Layla's gone to join you in the big camp where you are. Roll up and give him welcome such as only diggers can, for well he battled for the rights of miner and of man. And there in that bright golden land that lies beyond our sight, the record of his honest life shall be his miner's right. Here many a bearded mouth shall twitch, and many a tear be shed, and many a grey old digger sigh to hear that Layla's dead. But wipe your eyes, old fossicers, o'er worked out fields that roam. You need not weep at parting from a digger going home. Now from the strange wild seasons past, the days of golden strife, now from the roaring 50s comes a scene from Layla's life, all gleaming white amid the shafts o'er gully, hill and flat. Again I see the tents that form the camp at Ballarat. I hear the shovels and the picks, and all the air is rife with the rattle of the cradles and the sounds of digger life. The clatter of the windlass bowls, the spinning round they go, and then the signal to his mate, the digger's cry below. From many a busy pointing forge the sound of labour swells, the tinkling at the anvils is as clear as silver bells. I hear the broken English from the mouth at least of one, from every state and nation that is known beneath the sun. The homely tongue of Scotland and the brogue of Ireland blend with the dialects of England from Berwick to Land's End. And to the busy concourse here the West has sent a part, the land of gulches that has been immortalised by heart, the land where long from mining camps the blue smoke upward curled, the land that gave that partner true and McCliss unto the world. The men from all the nations in the New World and the Old, all side by side like brethren here, are delving after gold. But suddenly the warning cries are heard on every side, as, closing in around the field, a ring of troopers ride. Unlicensed diggers are their game, their class and want are sins, and so, with all its shameful scenes, the digger hunt begins. The men are seized who are too poor the heavy tax to pay, and they are chained as convicts were and dragged in gangs away. While in the eye of many a mate his menace scarcely hid, the digger's blood was slow to boil, but scalded when it did. But now another match is held that sure must light the charge. A digger murdered in the camp, his murderer at large. Roll up, the pregnant cry awakes the evening air, and angry faces surge like waves around the speakers there. What are our sins that we should be an outlawed class, they say? Shall we stand by while mates are seized and dragged like lags away? Shall insult be on insult heaped? Shall we let these things go? And on a roar of voices comes the digger's answer, no! The day has vanished from the scene, but not the air of night can cool the blood that, ebbing back, leaves brows in anger white. Lo, from the roof of Bentley's Inn the flames are leaping high. They write revenge in letters red across the smoke-dimmed sky. Now the oppressed will drink no more humiliation's cup. Call out the troops, read martial law, the digger's blood is up. To arms, the cry is out, to arms if man thou art, for every pike upon a pole will find a tyrant's heart. Now Layla comes to take the lead, the spirit does not lag, and down the rough wild diggers kneel beneath the digger's flag. And rising to their feet they swear, while rugged hearts beat high, to stand beside their leader and to conquer or to die. Around Eureka's stockade now the shades of night close fast. 300 sleep besides their arms, and 30 sleep their last. Around about fair Melbourne town the sounds of bells are born, that call the citizens to prayer this fateful Sabbath morn. But there upon Eureka's hill, 100 miles away, the diggers' forms lie white and still above the blood-stained clay. The bells that ring the diggers' death might also ring a knell for those few gallant soldiers dead who did their duty well. There's many a someone's heart shall ache, and many a someone care, for many a someone's darling lies all cold and pallid there. And now in smoking ruins lie the huts and tents around. The diggers' gallant flag is down and trampled in the ground. The sight of murdered heroes is to hero hearts a goad. 1,000 men are up in arms upon the Creswick road, and wildest rumours in the air are flying up and down. 'Tis said the men of Ballarat will march upon the town. But not in vain those diggers died, their comrades may rejoice, for o'er the voice of tyranny is heard the people's voice. It says, reform your rotten law, the diggers' wrongs make right, or else with them our brothers now will gather in the fight. And now before my vision flash the scenes that followed fast, the trials and the triumph of the diggers' cause at last. 'Twas of such stuff the men were made who saw our nation born, and such as Layla were the men who led their footsteps on. And of such men there'll many be, and of such leaders some, in the roll-up of Australians on some dark day yet to come. End of poem. This recording is in public domain.
Exotic Perfume by Charles Baudelaire. Read for LibriVox.org by Chris Pyle. When with closed eyes in autumn's eaves of gold I breathe the burning odors of your breast, before my eyes the hills of happy rest, bathed in the sun's monotonous fires unfold. Islands of Lethe, where exotic boughs bend with their burden of strange fruit bowed down. Where men are upright, maids have never grown unkind, but bear a light upon their brows. Led by that perfume to these lands of ease, I see a port where many ships have flown with sails outwearied of the wandering seas. While the faint odors from green tamarisks blown float to my soul and in my senses throng, and mingle vaguely with the sailor's song. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.
A Kiss in the Rain by Samuel Minturn Peck. Read for LibriVox.org by Leonard Wilson of Springfield, Ohio. One stormy morn I chanced to meet a lassie in the town. Her locks were like the ripened wheat, her laughing eyes were brown. I watched her as she tripped along, till madness filled my brain. And then, I know 'twas wrong, I kissed her in the rain. With raindrops shining on her cheek, like dewdrops on a rose, the little lassie strove to speak, my boldness to oppose. She strove in vain, and quivering, her fingers stole in mine. And then the birds began to sing, the sun began to shine. Oh, let the clouds grow dark above, my heart is light below. 'Tis always summer when we love, however winds may blow. And I'm as proud as any prince, all honors I disdain. She says I am her rainbow, since I kissed her in the rain. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.